Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you this fun, dark, dramatic, smoky eye, and I really love the way it turned out. So if you want to know how to get this look, then just keep watching. To start off this look, you guys know how I always like to do my eyes first, so I've been using the NYX the HD eyeshadow primer to make the eyeshadows from not crease throughout the day, and I honestly just blend it out with my finger. Any eyeshadow primer that you use will do. I'm going in with the Morphe 35W palette with this shade right here, and I'm taking that on a Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm just basically going into the crease area. I really wanted the crease to be nice and warm because the majority of the lid are cool tone shadows and grays and silvers, so I wanted to keep the crease nice and warm, and I'm just making sure that everything is blended out right from the beginning. Making that crease a little warmer, I went in with the same brush with this color right here, basically building up that crease color a little at a time and blending it out from there as well. So I'm using now the Maybelline Color Tattoo, the liquid, the one that recently launched. It's one of their silver colors, and I have to be honest with you, it was really difficult to apply and blend. It was a little patchy at first, so I just tried to blend that out as best I could, and then I went in with one of the only silver colors in that Morphe palette with a Sonia Kashuk flat shader brush. And I just patted that all in like the inner third of the eye. I did cover this up later with another color, but I wanted to get a base color down first. So if you have any other liquid silver shadow, use that instead, because I wasn't a fan of the Maybelline one. So with that same Sonia Kashuk brush, I cannot tell you how much I love this brush. It is amazing for packing on color. But anyway, I'm taking that shadow right next to the black from that same Morphe palette, and I'm honestly just going back and forth, blending it out little by little. This did take a little bit of patience because I wanted to have a nice gradient, so I basically went in with the silver on the other side of the brush and kind of meshed them together. That way you don't have any harsh lines. So I just went back and forth with that, and then with the brush, the E40 brush by Sigma, I just blended out those harsh lines, and then I basically took that Sonia Kashuk brush as well to have a little bit of a flick on the outer corner. You'll see that in a second. So I'm just taking that brush and making a little flick, and of course you can always clean that up with makeup remover, which is what I always do to make sure the eyeshadow looks nice and clean on the end results. So little by little, just focus on your blending, that way everything else looks more complete. I'm just going to take this white ivory shade right here in the palette on a little Morphe brush on my brow bone to tie everything together. Colourpop Cream Gel Pencil in the shade Prance. I wanted a little pop of blue because why not? So here I wanted my silver to pop even further, so I went in with the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Liberty. It's a beautiful, like, tin metal silver color. I was going to use a brush, and I was just like, screw it, I'll just use my finger. Colourpop, the metallic type of shadows definitely work better with your fingers, and I was having a little difficulty using my right pinky on my left eye. So that is what I did to make that pop, and of course you can definitely use another silver if you don't have that one in your collection, but I would highly, highly recommend it regardless. And then after that, the Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner is probably my holy grail favorite eyeliner of my entire life. I don't know how I ever did eyeliner without this. And I just made a nice simple wing. This is a type of wing I like to do every day for work. So just wing it out. If you're not comfortable doing a wing, then just do whatever eyeliner type you're comfortable with. Benefit Roller Lash Mascara is my new fave obsession. I pretty much use this every day and I'm almost running low. So I'm doing a light layer mascara and then I'm going in with falsies. I definitely had to do my falsies off camera. I don't know, it is just impossible to apply falsies on camera and making sure you're in frame. But those are the lashes that I'm using, and then the Master Studio Primer by Maybelline is what I'm using for my primer. I really do enjoy this. I think it's a great option if you are on a budget and looking for a good quality primer in the drugstore. And I'm just using a Crown Brush synthetic fiber foundation brush to apply that rather than my fingers. I just feel like it just works better. So primer first and then you move on to foundation. So for foundation, this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have the shade, I believe, light beige, and I'm applying that on the back of my hand. You guys have seen me do foundation a couple times now. It's been. I always like to apply it this way. I just feel it just applies more evenly than just smearing it with my brush everywhere. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, but this is how I do it. Even on my clients at work, I'm just basically applying that with a Morphe brush. This is my new current favorite foundation brush. It applies foundation so nicely no matter the consistency of it. I love how it doesn't leave any brush marks and it's super soft. Now this is part of the Elite collection, and I think Morphe did away with the Elite collection or is redoing it or something like that. But honestly, whatever flat top kabuki brush that you have will definitely work. So I'm just going to fast forward through this a little bit. This is the LA Girl Pro Corrector in the shade Yellow to combat my blue and purple dark circles because of how severe they are. I really love this corrector. I would highly recommend it as well. And I'm just using a Sigma brush to blend that out. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I always like to apply it in a triangle motion to help give the illusion of a brighter eye. But again, I'm just blurring this out. Oh yeah, I look super sexy. I know, I know. So I'm just speeding this right along because it did take me a while to blend this out in real time. I went ahead and did a little bit of a under eye powder just to make sure that nothing creases. So the e.l.f. contour kit I really have been enjoying, and I'm just using this on another Sigma. I think this is like a tapered contour or something. I don't know. Everything will be linked down below. And then I'm going in with the same palette. This is the Sephora Collection number 79 Pro Contour brush, and I'm using the darker tone of that palette. I really do love this color. It is beautiful. And of course, I always tell a lot of my clients that you can definitely use contour colors and bronzer colors as eyeshadows. I could definitely do a whole video on just contouring by itself. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. I'm just giving you a little like little sneak peek of how I like to map everything out. So then after that, we move on to blush. So for blush, I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown Brightening Shimmer Brick Blush in the shade Coral. It has a bunch of really pretty, like peachy pink coral shades, and I'm just swirling my brush all together in those tones with a Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush. I didn't want to do anything too pink or too coral, so I think this blush went nicely. And the brush definitely helped a lot, making the blush not insanely too pigmented, because like I said, I didn't want anything too powerful because I didn't want to take anything away from the eyes. And then for highlight, because, well, because of obvious reasons, we have to add a highlight. The Physicians Formula Shimmer Brick Cube. I don't remember the exact name of this product because it doesn't say in the packaging, it says in the box. So I'm sure you'll, see it if you go look for it in CVS or whatever. And I'm taking that on a Sigma, I think it's an F04 high cheekbone highlight. I feel like I added a little bit too much, but whatever, the more highlight the better. I always like to save this part for the very end. I'm just taking the crease colors that I used on my eyes with a very small little angled brush and just smudging that out on the lower lash line to make the look a little bit more complete. You guys have seen me use this clear brow gel from Surat Cosmetics. I really love this brow gel. I feel like it's a very underrated brow gel, and it just makes the brows look perfect. So I'm just popping that on super fast because you guys know I don't like to really fill in my eyebrows. And then a MAC Whirl. Oh my god, I haven't used this lipstick in forever. The tone of it is just perfect for the eye look. Perfect with my skin tone. I love the way that this complemented the eyes, and that is pretty much the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, everything will be linked down below. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment, thumbs up this video if you liked it, and have a great night. I want to share with you guys my Sephora gratis haul, and I have been working at Sephora now. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary, which it